Hey y'all, hey, I am back and I have finished the Dark Pictures Anthology. It's finally happened. I played the devil in me and it's so fucking good. Let's get into it. The star of this one, the person that we are all familiar with is Jessie Buckley, who you might know from like Men and Fingernails and some other like random indie movies that are in the genre of the genre. She's a great actor. I definitely did not have her make it to the end. Again, if you don't know these games, you get to make choices, and those choices have deadly consequences for some of the characters you play. It's a damn good time, and it's why I love this series. In this one, we had like the majority of the cast were people of color, and so I was very much about getting them to the end of the game. I was, and we almost did it. All three of us were there, and then I picked up my beer, and two of us didn't make it, but one of us did, and so we still won. Anywho's, the game it's back to its full Supermassive Games vibe. Like, the graphics are better, the gameplay is easier. We have some proper scares. We got some proper lights out shit. Like, it was like 19 different horror movies in a trench coat, more so than I think any other one in this anthology. Because we always get the references or what we think the inspiration is coming from, but this one, it was like new chapter, who this, every couple minutes, and I lived. We were wandering around in this big ass house hotel in the dark for so long, and I was like, I'm afraid. We had things that were happening, like, is it a real person trying to kill us or is it a ghost? I don't know. Oh my god, I almost forgot our opening, because you know how they give you the little thing to practice and go ahead and get some people killed. You're in the way backbacks in Chicago as a couple who just got married, and you're on your little honeymoon, and the dude's being weird downstairs at the counter, and you go up to your room and shenanigans. I don't know how your shenanigans are gonna unfold, because I know how mine unfolded, because I make choices. But it was bloody. It was gruesome, and then they were like, that's also your history. He's the person who might be haunting this place or might be inspiring copycat killers. TBD. But I don't know why you needed to see that wall. I just dropped my phone a little bit, but we're here because we can't edit. Anywho's, I had a lot of fun with this one. I'm trying to rank them in my brain, and I think that this one is the easiest of all of them as far as gameplay goes. Like, I didn't get stuck anywhere. The controls were easy. Like, I mean, gameplay, top down, left, right, all of it. Anything you would put under gameplay, I'm here for. I also appreciate the graphics being back, because I took a step backwards in House of Ashes, but House of Ashes had so many fun bits that I just didn't want to bitch too much about it. But our graphics are back, baby. People look like people. We are doing some things with the shadows. We're doing some things with the walls. We are also back to the chase scenes that give you anxiety. I also love that they make you make choices. Like, there's definitely times where you're like, one of these two has to die. There's no other option. I'm sure there's an option, but I just didn't give somebody a screwdriver or something weird. Again, these games are dark side and I love them. But every time I would try and get Jessie out. I forgot Jessie's character name. But I was just like, I'm not gonna let my people of color go. No, sorry about it. And after a while, like, she couldn't find her way out, and so she really did die, and I felt bad about it, because I was like, I thought you were gonna come back like you always do. Oh no. But here we are. I love that the drama carries. I think at one point I fucked up the system by my chaotic choices, because somebody had to hear that her character had died twice. And so I don't know how I did that to that person, because somebody told him she's dead, and then like the other person had to tell him, and he had like, it was brand new information. And so I don't know if that was something I did or if that was a game glitch, because again, I am an agent of chaos. I'm trying to get everybody murdered. And so maybe they just were not expecting the people of color to all link up at the end like I had them. I was very proud. And I'd like to go back and get all of them out of there, because I want to see what that ending looks like when they all live. We are not only in this big ass haunted old hotel, but we're also in like weird underground shit. We're in like cabins and things. Like, it literally went big. I think that this feels like their biggest game of this anthology, to me in my brain, because like we had so many different locations, we had so many different characters needing to do so many different things, we had so many possibilities of what the story could be, because again, they like to give you it could be supernatural, or it could be a murderer, or it could be both. And I think that in some of these cases it is both, but again, I'm trying to get everybody murdered, and so we don't really get into all of that. I think that this is fun. I think that as far as the story goes, it might also be one of my favorites in this. It might be my favorite story, actually. Like I'm trying to remember Little Hope. It's been some time now, but I think that between this and Little Hope, one of these is my favorite story. I think Man of Medan was fun. I think it was giving me some ghost ship, but like it was not like I would read this, if that makes sense. And House of Ashes was definitely, it was a time. That story, it got juicy and it got spicy, but like it took a long time to get me in. Whereas The Devil in Me is like, hi, we're here, and we started immediately, and we're going to the end. I also love that they set it up for a possible sequel to this one. And maybe again, the way I've been playing the game, I'm just not seeing these possible sequels for other stuff. But for this one, with the ending I chose, some other people were getting ready to go rent a different space and place. And yeah, I hope we get to see that game, because I don't know when season 2 is coming out. I'm ready to play it immediately. So I can put that in my inbox. That'd be great, because I don't want to wait. I do no longer want to wait. I want things to just come to me so I can play them immediately and be happy, because I'm living for supermassive games. I'm living for these story modes, these murders, these jump scares, these bloody battles, people chasing people, and if you saw slashers last season, I don't want to ruin anything, but I did appreciate the mask and the blades. And I was like, I wonder if my slasher friends have seen this. But yeah, I'm going to stop having random thoughts at you like a little 5-year-old with 2 pixie sticks. And I'm just going to say it's a good time. And I hope that you play it. And if you do play it, let me know which moment fucks you up the most. Because there were definite moments where I was like, oh, I wasn't ready. I wasn't expecting all this shit. And I leaned forward. Because I like to be scared. I think that this one is probably the one I want to replay the most right now from the anthology. Again, taking the Quarry and Until Dawn out of it. I think that I would want to replay this one the most. And that's just because there's so much to do, and there's so many people I could have killed earlier. And there's so many different ways to die. I kind of want to go back in. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little agent of death. So maybe she is my favorite, is what I just talked myself into, question marks. Yeah. But anyway, I like her. Leave a comment if you like her. Leave a comment if you don't like her. Also, tell me which one in the anthology is your favorite game, because I think it might be The Devil in Me. And I think Little Hope is a close number 2. Ooh. And I think my third is just barely House of Ashes. And it's because when it finally got where it needed to be, it was a damn good time. And also that battle that I love, where we hop from character to character to character for different parts, lives in my brain rent free. Whereas Madame Madam's giving me Ghost Ship, and it was fun and easy breezy and quick. I'm not mad at her, but I think that she was the first kid, and so she didn't get all the love and attention. But anyway, that's what I know. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I hope you're having fun with your video games. I'll be back soon with more, because I've started some other creepy shit as we are speaking now. Bye.